position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Berry. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Colorado's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. Then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He is just way too dangerous in the open field.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Out of the backfield, he's open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Colorado! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets open down the middle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. And they're not on the same page there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Kendricks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They believe they can run right here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And first down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The quick out. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Berry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Good enough for first down.
The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pulls it, fires to the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 17 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kendricks. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Kendricks. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kendricks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Buffaloes are on the move. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Kendricks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Kendricks. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll try to sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On the play.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Kendricks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got a man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the outside. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
21, Colorado, 17.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nice move to keep running. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that is another first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Colorado, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. got his man down the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive already. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Makes the grab, it's Harris. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grab behind the line. It's Kendricks. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. 25. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. On target.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He leaves it with his back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Kendricks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 4 over Clemson.
The give to the lone running back.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take
Well, I
over
love the job by the
first and
coaching
10.
staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pulls and fires complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.